Alabama's cold summer cookout. Yep, it's coming, and some of the best players from 2026 are going to be in Tuscaloosa. We'll get into that and more right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. We love having you guys hanging out with us. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Give us a big Roll Tide thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel, and let's get this party started. I know everyone here is wondering now, when is it coming? It's coming right now. Roll Tide. Roll Tide, everybody. There he is, Mr. Brett Elmore, known as Big Sexy Elmo. And I'm your humble host, Mick Gillespie. Great to talk to you guys today. Hit us up on the socials, and we always appreciate hearing from you. Brett, you don't like cold summer cookouts. You like hot summer cookouts, right?
It's going to be like, I think maybe I was dreaming it, but I heard the high today was not even going to be in the 80s here in Jasper today. So I'm perfectly fine with a cool summer.
Yeah, that's weird. Like that the weather's been kind of under what we're used to as far as the heat. But I mean, it is a break from the heat. But I feel like this summer's been so weird, like it just hasn't felt like a normal summer.
It's because it's been a cold summer in Tuscaloosa. That's what they've been promoting. And it continues. And Mick, we've done so well in recruiting, okay? This weekend, now we're focusing in really on the class of 2026. These guys are relentless. I'm telling you. And some of the biggest prospects of 2026 are going to be in Tuscaloosa for a big cookout and a recruiting weekend, and it's going to be we just keep rolling, baby. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm. What do you make at your cookouts? Like if I go to a Big Elmo cookout, what should I expect there?
Let's see. We've got to have hamburgers. How would you like your cooked? I don't care if it's medium well or whatever. It's all going to be kind of well done. I've got bratwursts, maybe some kaneka. We'll do some hot dogs. Got to have those burnt. Do you like your hot dogs burnt or?
I like them either way. I'm fine with that.
Okay, I didn't want to call you a weirdo, so you passed test number 1 of the show. Got to have it a little crispy, and then of course potato salad, the baked beans with some meat included, some barbecue meat.
Oh yeah,
and coleslaw.
Had that yesterday.
Oh yeah, I mean you come to a cookout with me, you're gonna eat well. I didn't know if you'd probably know that or not.
No, it was I didn't know that, but I'll know for next time.
Yeah. Well, I need to invite you. What we need to do before the season, we need to have a big cookout somewhere, and everyone within the area needs to come. And Mick will provide all the food. I'll provide the entertainment, and it'll be great.
We'll do it at a football game. We'll have everybody show up to our tailgate.
Yeah.
The number 1 safety in the 2026 class, Blaine Bradford, is going to be in attendance. What can you tell us about him?
He's highly sought after. He's a 4-star. He's 6'1", 200 pounds. He plays at Catholic down at Baton Rouge. Alabama's on the list, LSU, Oregon, Ohio State, Notre Dame. So all the big dogs are after him. And like we mentioned, he's the number 1 safety in the class. So, this guy is a baller. He plays multiple sports. He does some track. He does baseball. Alabama's already offered the guy. I mean, Ohio State's offered him. Michigan's offered him. So that sort of tells you what kind of player this is. But he will be in Tuscaloosa this weekend, and looking forward to what he has to say at the cold summer cookout. Now, as far as his top schools early in this recruitment, once again, this is 2026. Notre Dame, Ohio State, LSU, Oregon are in there. He's the 10th player nationally. And you look at film from this guy, absolute stud. And that's what you kind of figured, with this.
Yeah, and very interesting. All right, here's another guy, the number one athlete in the class of 2026. He's showing up, Brandon Arrington.
Yeah, Arrington, he's going to be heading over to Tuscaloosa. Now, he has been quoted, and want to credit Recruits Bama on Twitter. He says, Bama is definitely one of my top schools right now, 100%. I'm really interested in that school. So that gives you a really good feeling about this guy. But he's also, he's going to be visiting other schools. He's going to go to Oklahoma. He's going to go to Nebraska this week. So he's feeling it out. But number one athlete in the class, man, that says a lot.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And these are the guys that Alabama is going to try to continue to bring in. Like, they didn't take a step back so far in 2025. 2024 finished. That was Saban, and it's like the cycle continues for Alabama. But I just don't see Kalen DeBoer taking his foot off of the gas. And I think that's a good thing. I really do. Like, I feel the momentum still.
Yeah, and this guy, Arrington, and let me say this, he's some people have him as a 4-star, some have him as a 5, but oddly enough, this is what we talk about a lot. The guy's from California.
Yeah, right.
He plays at Mount Miguel High School out there in California. He won state titles this past year in track. So obviously he's an elite sprinter. And he played at La Mesa, California High School before transferring to Spring Valley at Mount Miguel in the offseason. But another guy that a lot of folks are looking at recently, as a matter of fact, this past week, Boston College offered him, but he's kind of one that's under the radar for some reason. I don't know. Arkansas has offered him. Syracuse, Texas has already been on him. So this guy's his stock's going to rise this year, but they're talking about this guy could be a dual sport athlete as far as, his track and field obviously is great, and his football. So he may be a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah.
If they'll let him, whoever he goes with.
Yeah. And we'll see, man. We'll keep an eye on that. We're going to be rolling right through the next recruiting class and keeping an eye on what Alabama's doing. But these are big deals. You got to go out to the juniors. You get the seniors in, but you still got to be recruiting the juniors. And think about the process that it takes to get all of these guys to come to Tuscaloosa. And one thing I want to tell you before Brett takes over is that the show is always presented by our friends at Pearl River Resort. Over in Philadelphia, Mississippi, the Timeout Sports Lounge is the way you can get to Vegas without going all the way out there. And I'm not saying bet your house, but if you like to, throw some money down on games, you can do it there legally. They also have Dancing Rabbit Golf Course, which is the Augusta you can play. If you're good at golf, it's a fun place. Even if you're not, it's really awesome. The clubhouse is amazing. The course is fantastic. And if you put $50 down in the sports book, you can play the golf course for $40. They've got table games and slots. They got great music acts and comedians, including Rodney Carrington. Hey, look, there's Elmo. He's back again. And much more.
I was going to ask you, you were talking about them and you said some surprise shows coming up.
Yeah.
You haven't even let me know.
Well, what do you think?
When can we announce?
Do you have something you want to tell us?
No, I just want to know. I think I would like to be in the know. And you said there's some, a couple of really good acts coming up, and I just thought, maybe
You're going, okay, what's going on? When can we tell them what, who's going to be there and when? Rodney Carrington's going to be there on August 31st, 8 o'clock. That's at the Silver Star Convention Center. You and I went there and watched that. Live in concert, King George, backed by popular demand. He's really popular and fun. And so I know the acts, but I've got to wait for them to give me the announcement on that. But I can tell you, if you like country music, there's some big acts that are coming to Pearl River in the fall. So check that out. All right, guys. Brett takes over the show right after this.
Pearl River Resort. They call him Big Sexy, coming at you from the Walker County. Jasper is his hometown. He's known for giving free rundowns. Oh, Big Sexy, throwing out those Alabama thoughts. Sneaking out your mom's window without getting caught. Nick gives you the XP, but Big Elmo is here to please. Big Sexy Elmo on the Bama Tailgate Show.
It's the 24th day of July. Man, I love that hotel room. And I saw some comments. People know where you are.
Yeah, the Carnegie. The Carnegie.
Man,
one more
nice.
day.
They didn't make up your bed today.
No, that was because I don't ever let them in here. I mean, I got.
Do not disturb is always on next door.
Stay out.
Get away from me. Stay away. Today, let's take a look at the celebrity birthdays. Do I know?
I said, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, let's go with it. Pam Tillis is 66 today.
Yeah, country music icon Pam Tillis, right?
Yeah.
What are her songs though? What songs did she sing?
What was it? I want to talk about Elvis. Was that one of her songs?
It was maybe it was Memphis.
Yeah, maybe it was Memphis.
Take the Sugar Tree, Romeo.
Take the Sugar Tree, yeah.
Let That Pony Run, Spilled Perfume. So those are some of them. When You Walk Into the Room. Is that 90s country?
Yeah.
Okay, I like 90s country.
Another country singer, Jared Neiman, is 44 today.
Jared Neiman. I know the name.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Also, let's see.
What does he sing? What does he sing?
I don't know.
Lover, Lover.
Yeah, Lover, Lover. I think that was his first hit song.
God Made a Woman. I Got This. Drank to That All Night. One More Drinking Song. Okay, I like this guy.
Yeah. And Mick, Ultimate Babe, Jennifer Lopez is 55 today.
Yeah. Wasn't she? I mean, she's really good looking. I mean, you can't take that away from her. She was married to A-Rod, right? And then Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so she's definitely hung in that upper echelon circle of people. Oh, she's married to Ben Affleck now. And she was married to Mark Anthony before that.
Yeah, she Mark Anthony, and she also filed 3 restraining orders against me. I'm working on the 4th. Oh my God, Jennifer Lopez. Someone help Big Elmo right now.
Yeah.
As far as things to celebrate,
cool him down. Cool
down, Big Elmo. Okay, calm down. Today is National Tequila Day.
Man, tequila made her clothes come off. I mean, at least that's the song. I don't know if that's the truth or not. I can remember one time I was at a bar in Jacksonville with JP Shadrick, who's Alabama guy, and he does stuff with the Jaguars and other. Anyway, him and I, we closed this joint down. It was a Leonard Skinner cover band, and we drank tequila. They kept buying us tequila shots. Like they would point to the bar and then send us tequila shots because we were Alabama people, and they loved Alabama, and it was in Jacksonville where Leonard Skinner came from. I was so hungover the next day, and I smelt like tequila. Like my body was throwing tequila out the next day.
I was about to say, did you wake up naked?
No, I mean, I woke up and I was like,
did you wake up in a bathtub? I've done that before.
Coming through my pores.
Younger days.
Now this was years ago. Have you ever? I don't know if they do this anymore, but they used to put worms in the tequila bottles.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that? And would you eat the worm? And if you did eat the worm, what would it take for you to do that?
No, but I've seen moonshine with a peach in it. And if you eat that, you are in for one hell of a morning. Don't eat that. Okay.
Don't eat them.
I mean, I love it, but look, I have to be honest with you. I can't drink liquor. It makes me crazy, crazier than I already am.
So what does that mean? Like you just you just do crazy stuff like?
Oh yeah. It's not fun at all for anyone around.
So instead of it's sexy Elmo, it's crazy Elmo.
Oh, it's absolute Walker County insane Elmo. So let's just die off of that.
Okay.
Timeline for today. 1938, instant coffee is invented. Are you a fan?
It sucks. I mean, it's just not the same thing. Look, I'm a French press guy if I can get it. I used to like the clovers they had at Starbucks, some really, really stuff that they get the juice out of. Instant coffee. You could get instant coffee and it would come in these, and I'm sure it still does. I just don't drink it. It come in like these little type packets here.
Right.
But it just doesn't have the same juice to me.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm dealing with a guy that's staying in the best in Tennessee, and I know you're a Starbucks guy, and my dad used to drink instant coffee. Of course, he would he would eat other or drink other crazy things. But anyway, yeah, okay. I can see that. See, the Walker County, probably the number. Did you know that Walker County sells more instant coffee than any other county in the United States?
No way. Come on.
I'm lying. Anyway, 1982, Eye of the Tiger by Survivor peaked at number one.
Oh, I'm glad that song got to number one. Not because Auburn's like taking it over, but those Rocky movies were amazing, man. Like, loved it. So that was 83. So that would have been Rocky 3. Those were amazing movies. I love all of them. Sometimes people say I didn't like Rocky 4. They didn't like Rocky 5. I think it's Rocky 5, the one they didn't really like. I like all of them. I'm a fan of all of them.
It was this day a legend died. 2012, Sherman Hemsley passed away at the age of 74.
Man, George Jefferson.
Man, that was a great show.
He was funny, dude. Like, I mean, those shows that came on back in the 70s, like we would watch them, and it would be the Jeffersons, and then it would be Sanford and Son. And I don't know how it was where you guys were, but that's where it was where I was. Now, this was like in the 90s and stuff, but they just would play the reruns of it, and they were funny. I mean, like, the guy was hilarious, man.
Look,
really funny dude.
I will watch the Jeffersons. I'll watch Sanford and Son. You know how big of a fan I am. And I'll watch All in the Family all day long. I can watch them all. Did you know that Red Fox was only like he was younger than you when he played that role. He was only like he wasn't old at all. He just looked old.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's one of my, both of us love him. I mean, you're in Vegas and you're like, hey, we should have gone by his grave. Like, Red Fox, to me, he just has that same sense of humor of the people that I grew up with. I think he is damn hilarious, man. Like, even to this day, he's still funny.
And that's a look at this day in history. I had some stuff that was politically, some political stuff on there, but I read your comments yesterday. I promise you, I'm not going to speak politics ever again on this show. And I also remember that it was what, second and now they're really going to get me. 2nd and 24 or 2nd and 26?
2nd and 26.
Yeah, that's right. They busted me on that yesterday. I couldn't help it.
Did you say 2nd and 24?
I don't know what it was. I just know that we won. Quit busting me up, people.
Get him, guys. Get him. I say get him. Get him, but don't get him so that he won't do the show. Just get him so that, hold him accountable for his stuff.
Be accountable. Y'all just grab me and just twist me every time you can. But I know the other thing anyway. You knew what I was talking about. Yeah. And somebody came to my defense and was like, get a life. And I was like, thank you. God. I'm trying here, okay? I'm trying.
Hey, look, can I say this, though, man? And I speak for Brett on this. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us every single day. I know that there's other shows out there and stuff. And we may be at different places, but when we're together, we are glad that you're with us. And it means a lot that we can hang out and have a good time.
No, that's exactly right. And I'm sure I speak for Mick, too. We're in two different places. Both of us have really wild schedules. And we always make sure, for the most part, that we're always there with you each and every day. And that's right.
No penalty.
And anyway, no, I love doing the show and with Mick. And we have a great time. And I hope you do, too.
Roll Tide, everybody. We got that right.